While Bitcoin's bleeding and your portfolio's looking like a crime scene, one coin just casually doubled in 4 days. Internet Computer, yeah, that ICP token everyone wrote off, just surged over 100% while the entire market's in freefall mode. Bitcoin sliding, Ethereum's gasping for air, and ICP, it's out here throwing a party like nothing else matters. This isn't some random meme coin pump and dump. Something bigger is happening behind the scenes, and if you're not paying attention, you're about to miss the biggest institutional chess move of 2025. What's up, crypto fam? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and smash the like. We're diving deep into the market moves that actually matter, not just the noise. Today we're breaking down why ICP is defying gravity while everything else is crashing harder than my New Year's resolutions. Let's get into it. So, here's the situation. The crypto market's been in a brutal downtrend. Most altcoins are getting absolutely hammered. Traders are nervous. Portfolios are red. Everyone's wondering when the pain stops. But then out of nowhere, ICP decides it's had enough of being a punching bag. In just 4 days, this thing rockets from around $3 to over $6. That's a clean 100% gain while the rest of the market's busy digging its own grave. Now, you might be thinking, okay, cool pump, probably just some whale games or leverage liquidations. But hold on, this rally has layers. According to analyst Nister, this move isn't retail FOMO. She straight up said, this isn't retail noise. This is institutional money, the kind that doesn't chase hype, it creates it. That's a spicy take, and honestly, the data backs it up. But why now? Why would big money suddenly care about a coin that's been beaten down for months? Why ICP of all things when there are 1,000 other projects screaming for attention? This is where things get interesting. Erica dropped another bomb. She mentioned that for just $20 to $30 million, large funds can literally own 1% of what she calls the future internet, and even govern it. Let that number sink in for a second. 30 million to control a percentage of a network that could theoretically reshape Web3. That's pocket change for institutional players. Here's the critical detail. Erica believes accumulation is nearly done. That means the quiet phase, where smart money buys without making headlines, is almost over. Next comes the reveal phase. That's when big names start publicly announcing their ICP positions. If that happens, we're not talking about a $6 rally. We're talking about a potential market shift that could push ICP into double digits, maybe even higher. Now, let's talk substance, because price action without fundamentals is just gambling with extra steps. DFINITY, the foundation behind Internet Computer, just rolled out some massive updates. We're talking Caffeine AI and ICP 2.0. These aren't minor patches. These upgrades make the blockchain faster, smarter, and way more accessible for developers and institutions. Institutional onboarding is now smoother than ever. That timing? Not a coincidence. So, another analyst, Alex, who you might know as BlockchainPill on Twitter, he pointed out something pretty crucial. The last time ICP pumped, it went from under $3 to around 20. But here's the twist. That rally happened while venture capital unlocks were still dumping tokens on the market. Constant selling pressure, right? But this time, Alex says there are no more VC unlocks this time around, and the ecosystem is 10 times further ahead in development. Translation: the whales who would have dumped on you already left. What's left are the true believers and the institutions quietly stacking. In my opinion, this is huge. VC unlocks have killed more rallies than bear markets ever could, honestly. When you remove that selling pressure and combine it with legitimate technological progress, you create a setup that's actually sustainable. This isn't hopium, this is structural improvement. Here's another wild stat. Dao King, another sharp analyst in the space, revealed that about 50% of all ICP tokens are staked. Half the supply is locked up. That's not just bullish, that's a supply shock waiting to happen. When half your circulating supply is off the market and demand starts ticking up, basic economics takes over, price goes up, fast. Dao King also noted that most of the paper hands, those weak holders who panic sold at the $3 lows, are already gone. The ones holding now? Diamond hands, long-term believers, people who see the vision and aren't flinching at red candles. He even threw out a price target, $40 to $50 if momentum continues. That's not some moon boy guess. That's based on reduced sell pressure, increased staking, and new ecosystem tools like Caffeine AI that literally no other blockchain can replicate right now. Let me add my 2 cents. When you see a coin rally during a market-wide dump, that's not luck. That's capital rotation. Smart money doesn't fight the trend, it creates the trend. And right now, institutions are quietly rotating into projects with real infrastructure, real utility, and real staying power. ICP checks all three boxes. Now let's talk technicals, because the chart is screaming. ICP just broke out of a descending trend line that's been capping it since December 2024. That's almost a year of downtrend pressure, gone. Breaking that resistance doesn't just signal a bounce, it signals a potential trend reversal. The MACD lines are widening bullishly, the RSI is turning upward. These aren't lagging indicators mumbling maybe, these are leading indicators screaming yes. The next logical target? The $10 to $11 zone. That area acted as strong resistance multiple times throughout last year. If ICP punches through that level, it also completes a breakout from a multi-year falling wedge. And if you know your patterns, a falling wedge breakout is one of the most reliable bullish reversal signals in technical analysis. We're not just talking about a short-term pump, we're talking about the foundation for a multi-month rally. On the flip side, $5 is now immediate support. If bulls lose that level, the next stop is $2.80, which served as a base during ICP's previous bottoming phase. But given the current momentum and the fundamental backdrop, I'd be shocked if we revisit those lows anytime soon. You know, what really separates this rally from past ICP pumps is the narrative shift. Early on, ICP was all hype. It overpromised and, well, underdelivered. It got roasted on Twitter, big time. But now, the conversation has matured. People aren't talking about price speculation anymore. They're talking about governance, developer activity, ecosystem maturity, and institutional adoption. That's a healthier, more sustainable narrative. And honestly, it's the kind of narrative that attracts serious capital. Erica Nister's comment about institutions owning a piece of the future internet might sound dramatic, but it's not far-fetched. Web3 is still being built. The infrastructure layer is where the real money flows. If ICP can position itself as a core piece of that infrastructure, we're not talking about a $50 coin. We're talking about a potential top 10 project. But let's be real. Not everything is sunshine and rainbows. ICP still carries baggage from its messy launch. Trust takes time to rebuild. Institutions might be accumulating, but retail sentiment is still cautious. And in crypto, sentiment shifts fast. One bad headline, one exploit, one whale dump, and the rally could stall. That's why risk management is non-negotiable. Never go all in on a single narrative, no matter how bullish it looks. That said, the current setup is undeniably strong. You've got technical breakouts, fundamental upgrades, reduced sell pressure, high staking ratios, and whispers of institutional involvement. That's a rare combination. And in a market where most coins are drowning, ICP is swimming upstream with confidence. Alright fam, that's the full breakdown. ICP just pulled off one of the most impressive moves in a brutal market, and the reasons behind it are stacking up. Whether it hits $10, $20, or even $50, we'll be watching closely. If you found this analysis helpful, drop a like and subscribe so you don't miss the next big move. And if you want more deep dives on underrated projects making noise, check out the video popping up on your screen right now. Trust me, you'll want to see that one too. As always, stay sharp, stay disciplined, and remember, crypto rewards patience, not panic. Catch you in the next one. Quick reminder, this is not financial advice. Crypto is volatile, risky, and can wreck your portfolio faster than you can say bullish divergence. Always do your own research, never invest more than you can afford to lose, and manage your risk like your financial future depends on it, because it does. Stay safe out there.